Alright, part 2 of Limsa Lominsa. Marauder tank.
I am the waves that bear. I am the winds that guide. I am the evening stars. I am the morning sky. I am born of the sea, and there shall I die. Thus reads the sailor's requiem, carved into yonder stone.
It's not too far off from Heaven's Word On. A little higher pitch than I like, but yeah, it's not too bad.
Such words well describe the manner in which the citizens of Limsa, Lominsa live their lives. It is both a litany against misfortune for those out on the waves, and a prayer that the souls of those who perish on land might find their way back to the sea. Ah, you are the adventurer I've seen around Summerford Farms.
Yeah, the voice is not that far off from the modern Ishtola. A little bit higher pitch, a little more dream-like, dreamish, dreamy, airy quality to it. It's actually not a bad match.
I thought myself on the trail of the kidnappers, but it would seem I have missed my mark. Or perhaps not. As I suspected, the etheric disturbance here is no natural occurrence. Nor is it a coincidence that the two of us should come here in search of those responsible for the disappearances, only to be attacked. But who stands to benefit from the keeping of this secret? Oh, such thoughts must wait. Let us attend to the task at hand, unpleasant though it be.
I said something array with the creature. Be on your guard. Where the disruption of the ether growth causes others to be prey. Keep your focus on the battle, pretending it belongs to me. More welcome visitors. Say them quick, lest we are being overwhelmed. Creature falters, press the attacking battle will soon be won.
Phew!
Hear, feel, think. Crystal Bearer. I am Hydaelyn, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them. By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart. Go now, my child, and shine thy light on all creation.
Awake again, are we?
The only problem. Okay, here's the problem I have with it. It's not snarky enough.
Aha! The poor creature's fury was kindled with cruel forethought. See this blade? I found it in the Gubu's back. I have seen knives of this kind before. They are most commonly used for the cutting of rope. It would appear our culprits are seafaring men of some persuasion. Piratical being the most probable. In any event, you seem much recovered from your sudden affliction. I confess, I was rather taken aback when you collapsed at the very moment of our victory. Mayhap a surfeit of ether? I beg your pardon. A towering crystal. I'm sure I don't... Oh! Well, well. This has been a day of unexpected revelations. I must continue my investigation. In the meantime, I suggest you deliver this knife to your patron, along with a warning concerning the pirate's probable involvement in this murky business. The days ahead promise little rest, I fear. May our paths cross again, under the light of the crystal.
voice actress is losing me at this point. Can I port? Yo, I don't have much then. Yeah, I don't want to go porting willy-nilly just yet. But then again, if the same voice actors have been used from AR have been used later on, I'm pretty sure I would have been used to it. Yes, it did. Well, right glad am I to see you safely returned. My lads were all gabbing about hearing about something like all 7 hells breaking loose near the grotto. I feared I'd sent you to your death. If you were in the middle of that commotion, I hope it yielded something of interest. I'd hate to think you risked your life for naught. A blade pulled from the back of a creature you stole at the cave, eh? I had agreed that such a knife would be part of any seafaring man's kit. Starting to think these ruffians are pirates, come to lure my farmhands back to life for plunder. Chances are that they didn't take kindly to your appearance at the doorstep and sent a Madame Goober on you. Aye, the pirates have been added to their numbers of late. I'd best warn the lads and lasses of my employ to be on guard against their schemes. You met someone else at the grotto? A woman with a strange contraption. Ah, Ishtola. She's been in Limsa for a good while now. Her studies of ether often bring her out to Summerford, so her presence at the grotto is hardly unusual. She's an odd-looking glass, I grant you, but she's not the kind to associate with kidnappers. You may take my word on that. Where trust should be lacking is in those yeomen of mine who have yet to wholly relinquish their pirate pasts. The temptation to return to the free and the easy life of a buccaneer may be too strong to resist. Yeah, my thanks, Woad. If it weren't for the efforts of stalwart adventurers like yourself, this farm would be in far worse state than it is. Just so you keep lending your talents to those in need, eh? I'll bring Limsa to the brighter future she deserves. Let's see if the sloth is severed in his lot. Never around when there's work to be done. I'd sooner hire you for the sake of getting things done, but then the Rapscallions would never learn. Rile them up and let them know that Stalwin would like a word, and don't take no for an answer. Work? Ha! Can't work with me hands are full lifting this mug. You know, I wager my last gill you'd never guess what I'm drinking. Swill wine. Well, you're right about the swill part. I reckon it might be worth the day of doing this Delwyn's chores if it bored me to taste a proper gog. Oh, how am I supposed to work on an empty stomach? Go on. Guess what I had for breakfast? Ash tuna. What? Gods, how'd you know? It's my breath, ain't it? Probably smells as wooden as the food tasted. I know why you're here. Just as soon as get some real food in me, but I ain't one to reject summons from the cap. Axes were made for splitting skulls, not stumps. You know what I did in my sailing days? Skirmish. You bet your bosom I did, lass. Aye, those were the days. I reckon now I'll have to be satisfied to take my axe to the trees. So, Stairward sent you. And what do you reckon I say to that? I've saucier seeds to sow. Damn right. Didn't get where I was by taking guff and glorified gardeners. But I suppose I can see what he wants to get him off my back. I'm Severin. You're the old man's errand girl now. Tell my dear old captain not to wet his britches. I'll be along. Oh, and just so we're clear, I don't care for landlubbers. Go find the chocobo you rode out and rode out on out. Continue to impress, lads. All but Severin are accounted for. It's no fault of yours he squirmed out. I've let that worm go through my fingers more times than I can count. Rest assured, next time I see him, I'll put him squarely in the dirt, where all such worms belong. It pains me to say, but all the gil in the world can't buy loyalty. There are some like you who can be trusted. Then there are others. Until now, I've had no choice but to rely on that charlatan Severin, even though I'm full aware he's been doing shady deals behind my back. More than once I've heard him tell him of improper trading with goblins. I wouldn't be least surprised if that were happening right now. Not a bell ago, a sack of oranges vanished, as did Severin. Why don't you find and confront that bastard for me, Wool? I'm sure there's wrongdoing afoot, so be sure to doubt anything that comes out of his mouth. Make a slight detour. I don't have this done. Interesting. I don't have a... Alright. Okay, bring it down to there, and let's make it about. No, 8% is good. Save. Thanks a bunch. Love when I get kill sniped. That's not there. Oh, that's my AoE. Probably what I'll do in the future is edit these videos so a lot of these just running sequences will be cut. I don't know. I'll think about it. Bloody hells! I'm up the stair without a battle. What's this now? Still weren't sent you for the oranges? Huh. So the old bugger had known this time. Ah, what does it matter anyway? Listen, you're one of those goody-goody adventure types, right? Go rescue me mates from those double-dealing goblins. They're just over yonder by the bonfire. Felt like the monks. 7 sent you? Ha! The way he flew out of here. I saw her. He sold us out down the river. I owe you one. I got away myself if not for seven shoving me aside. If you hadn't come, my dodo would have been cooked. Good dodo. You saved me, mates, and for that I owe you. Suppose I should be ashamed I couldn't clean up my own mess. Pirate knows no shame. Got no qualms about going back on my word. Only give me the sack 'cause I like the cut of your jib. Take it to Oseen and send him my regards. What have we here? Delivery from Summerford Farms and I scheduled. Ha! There's a first time for everything. Oh, look at that. Not a single one missing either. But the only things not here are those of bagmen, and I don't miss them one bit. Here's Starborn's payment in full. With you, I can trust it'll reach him. And now we can port. Back in one piece. That's a relief. How did you fare, Woad? Ah, this is what I was aiming for. Looks to be all I was owed, alright. Though if I were telling you false if I claim I've not held out more hope for Sephir. I was even overlook those skimming off the top, but to show shorten all the favor of God's forsaken goblins? You do well to mind yourself around that two-guild cheat. If he'd leave his own mates for dead, there's no telling what he'd do to you. Blast. At this rate, the crops will never be ready for harvest. If they only have black loam, just a bit could send their stock soaring. I bet Rita knows where you might find some. Perhaps you might pay her a visit in the orchard. Well met, traveler. My interest in the Chocobo Quarter. Don't tell me this is the first stop of his visit to stop. So create my register with your name so they may access his location in the future. That Gurkhan's got a head of cabbage if he thinks I'm fetching him any black loam. If you dare to pinch some from the crookpot, then be my guest. Just mind you don't get trampled by the aurochs that dwell there. Once you have 3 bushes worth, take the black loam to farewell at Tiller's Rest. He'll know what to do. Hey, I was there a bit ago. Ah, you the weeds within die within this desolate dirt. Without a bit of this, black loam ought to change all that. I haven't seen any in ages. Gathering black loam is not for the weak or will. Nor the weakest stomach, eh? Ha ha ha! Oh, don't tell me Gurkant and Rockweed and neglecting to mention where the black loam comes from. Well, I'm surely you figured it out on your own from the cloying stench. It comes from the Ark's lair of all places. Why dwell on who misled whom about what? What matters is that your efforts have brought us the black loam, and we can expect a bountiful harvest as a result. Thank you. Let's see here. Yeah, let's do that. Seriously? Confounded pirates. They know nothing about stealing, only killing. Stealing our shovels and melting forging axes of all things. They're biting the hand that feeds them with the mangy mongrels. I'd love to teach them those cursed lessons of beating myself if I had sworn to Stelwarn that I wouldn't fight no more. So I need you to bring a pack of farm tools and make sure those dogs reap what they've sown. I wonder if what those sea dogs are trying to steal when there's no harvest. Ah, good to see the tools back and in serviceable condition, which will be more than we can say to Severn when we get our hands on it. The rest likely had a role in the theft. Despite a meeting with the pirates in secret, I did. Couldn't care less if the waster wouldn't work, but when he consorts with cutpurses that would take our tools away, he's crossed the line. Still, and ought to know what sort of scallywag he's dealing with. Take word to him, will you? Pirates making off with their tools. Freywall did well not to take matters in his own hands. Last thing I need is blood on my crops. I'll be damned if Severn thinks he can take us for fools. His treachery won't go unpunished. I've come to expect a great deal from you, lass, and you never once let me down. Yet, what I'd ask of you now goes beyond what I've asked before. Would you hear my plea all the same? It eases my mind to have you here. You're no doubt familiar with the scoundrel Severn right now. Well, the scheming scapegrace is at it again. Since that letter came for him, he's been skulking about in a manner which he does when he's up to no good. Now he's rounded up his rogues and buggered off, with nary a word to anyone. Grown accustomed to his insults, but something tells me this is different. I didn't exactly damn it, but when I last had words with him, he didn't look so defined as much as hunted. I can't help thinking he's gone looking for trouble and found more than he wanted. So I was hoping you might hunt his sorry hide down and drag it back here before it's too late. The ungrateful little cur bites me every chance he gets, but I can't quite bring myself to cut him loose. I suppose he reminds me a bit of my younger self. Suffice it to say, I'd rather he didn't come to a sticky end. As for how to find him, I'd say I try asking Grinwilla at the Aetherite. She was last to see him. Dare say she'll be able to tell him where he was headed. Nothing passes through those gates that escapes my notice. So the Rouser and his rabble set out for Woad Whisper Canyon not long ago, thinking about drinking themselves stupider. Cheeky sods said I should join them. Told them I'd rather shrivel up and sip of whatever as they had pickled their brains. If you find that idle swine, be sure to give them a cuff around the ear from me, will you? Of all the dirty, deceitful, downright dastardly deeds that slippery bastard's done. Come here, take the lights out for a drink, only to lead a string of bloody trap. Don't go lower than that. Of course, I learned how to stay a step ahead of Severn, so I was ready. The others weren't lucky. You've got to help them. Actually, we're going to take a quick detour. Now we go track him down. Lower, lower, western, lower, lower, western, 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 and upper. Okay. My axe might as well have been a white flag for all the good it did. Hope you fare better. The starry bastards in there are done for. And here we are. That is the end of part 2, Lominsa. Actually, before I log out, a better assessment of Gridania and Limsa once they get it all done. Considering Limsa has 2 parts behind Ul'dah, and Gridania is one part behind. But Ul'dah actually feels like it's the better of the three stories. And Gridania actually is doing his own foreshadowing fairly well. And we'll see how this one plays out after this particular duty, because Y'shtola might be the one recognizing us the fastest or soonest, but who knows. Anyway, until next time.